why some people are scared of commitment, or not ready to commit themselves in relationship with the Lord. Ikaw na yung point of view mo or masasabi mo in this point?
As we were saying kanina, ito kasi yung pinaka-foundation ng lahat din ng relationships natin. Sa mga napag-usapan natin below. I mean, earlier. And I think the reason why some people cannot commit agad into a relationship with God is I have to be perfect first, or I still have a lot of sin. Kaya ayoko pa mag-yes kay Lord. Ay, dami kong kailangang i-give up bago ako lalapit kay God.
I think yung malaking misconception kasi talaga yung i-give up. Kasi regardless of what relationship we're in, meron tayong i-give up eh.
Yeah, going back dun sa sinabi kanina, there's a cost.
There's a cost. And when it comes to relationship or romantic relationship, you have to give up who you really are. Kasi minsan yun tayo parang magpapakute, magpapabango muna sa nililigawan natin or sa magiging partner natin. 'Di ba? And then it will come a time na boom, pinapakita mo yung kung sino ka talaga, doon pa yung nag-aaway.
So hindi who you really are, yung facade.
Facade na ikaw. Pero yun nga, when it comes to the Lord, yung sinasabi kasi natin na I have to be ready first, I have to be like this first, I have to ayusin ko muna yung buhay ko before coming unto the Lord.
Which doesn't make sense kasi God is the one who can change us.
Kahit na anong gagawin natin, kahit igugol natin yung buong lifetime natin here on earth, we cannot change ourselves. We cannot even change other people, and we cannot change ourselves. The only one who can really change us is the Lord. Kaya nga tayo pupunta sa Kanya. Because the Lord is the missing piece ng buhay natin, regardless of where you are now. Merong missing piece sa buhay mo na lagi mong hinahanap, na hindi natin nahahanap sa career, sa relationship, sa friendship, sa family. It's only the Lord who can give you that peace, who can really fill that void in your life. Kaya nga, without the Lord, even yung romantic relationship and friendship natin, it will be like, hindi kompleto rin. Maraming mga baggages doon na kailangang i-heal ni Lord. So, yung sinasabi natin na kailangan kong iayos yung buhay ko before committing my life to the Lord, that's really a very dangerous reason.
And another thing, napansin ko, pinag-usapan natin kanina, yun nga, merong cost when you enter into a relationship. Pero, kunyari, just like friendships and romantic relationship, because you love the person, you are gonna do things to better your relationship.
Yeah. Mag-i-effort ka.
Parang sinabi kanina, kunyari, you entered into a relationship and because you love the person, ayaw nung person na yun ng, kunyari lang, ng nagyoyosi, ang gagawin mo, you will give it up because you love the person. And I think that's how it is the picture kay Lord. Because you are growing your relationship with God. Because you grow this love for the Lord.
Yeah.
That's why you give it up. It's not like rules siya na, eto na yung relationship natin, dapat tanggalin mo na yan. Hindi ganon. Hindi siya out of obligation or regulations. You do it because of love.
One thing I think na I observe why people are scared to commit their lives kay Lord is, yun nga yung parang nakagawian na hindi masuko-suko. Ayaw nilang iwan yung dating buhay nila. Or ayaw nilang mawala yung mga tao sa buhay nila. Yung fear of losing someone special sa buhay nila. That they know na talagang maapektuhan yun. Or yun nga na yung vices, yung sinasabi mo. Kasi when it comes to relationship kay Lord, iniisip ng mga tao na biglaang mabait ka na.
Na parang, okay, nag-decide ako mag-commit ngayon, dapat ma-let go ko na lahat ng mga to. Pero
tsaka,
hindi
I think isa pa is yung yung enjoyment ng buhay. Na parang marami ng bawal sa buhay mo. Yun yung isang reason eh. But yung reason na yun na itong mga bawal na to ay hindi na natin magagawa pag nag-enter into commitment kay Lord is actually normal. Mas magiging aware pa nga tayo na mas makikita natin doon mag-start yung changes ng buhay natin dahil magkakaroon natin ng awareness na ito yung mga bawal natin na kailangan ko nang ayusin sa buhay ko, that it's not really helping me sa walk ko or sa buhay ko bilang isang tao.
Kaya many of us don't realize na natututunan yun. Natututunan yung mag-give up, mag-let go, natututunan yon sa pag-grow mo ng relationship mo kay God. Hindi kailangan na tanggalin mo na yon bago ka pumunta sa Kanya. Meron kasi ako nabasa online. Sabi doon, ma-realize natin kapag nandun ka na sa relationship mo kay God na it's not actually about sinning less. It's actually growing more yung love mo kay Lord.
Mm.
Or understanding din yung love niya sa'yo. Na yun yung magiging rason why you will end up hating sin.
Yeah.
Kaya nga hindi siya human effort na kasimba ako, doing the religious good works or whatever para lang hindi ka magkasala.
Mm. I think yun kasi, more of it speaks about giving up yung pinaka whole picture ng reason din na bakit ang daming tao na ayaw pang mag-commit kay Lord. Kasi they thought that if they commit their lives kay Lord, yun na talaga na marami nang napapagbabawalan. But at the same time, yung life kasi natin bilang isang tao, if we really want to change our lives, 'di ba, to the better na tayo, kailangan natin si Lord.
Mhm.
And the only one nga, sabi ko kanina, who will really change us, grow us, is the Lord. And kasi kahit naman nag-Kristyano, ako Kristyano, may pa rin ako pagkakamali, meron pa rin ako mistakes, meron pa rin ako thoughts, unnecessary thoughts na nagagawa. But at the same time, because I love the Lord, I have to make an effort na i-please si Lord. Hindi para i-check, magkaroon ako ng checklist sa religiosity, but it's my relationship kay Lord.
Because you love Him.
Because I love the Lord.
Again, dun sa relationship mo, just like any other relationships. Dahil kunyari, mahal mo yung partner mo, gagawin mo to, may mga i-give up ka, may cost.
And when yung cost na yun, yung tanong na ito is that, is it worth it to really give up this part ng buhay ko in order for me to please the Lord? And for me, yes.
It's just like protecting your relationship talaga.
And again, hindi naman ibang tao ang magbe-benefit eh. Ikaw.
At yun ang pinakamaganda sa relationship natin kay God.
Lord.
Tayo ang mas nagbe-benefit. God doesn't need our love, but His love, we need it so much.
Yeah. At the same time, hindi si Lord, hindi siya parang tao eh. Yung emotion niya. Unchanging si Lord. Hindi siya parang tao na paiba-iba.
Kaya yung confidence na makikita natin dun sa pinag-usapan natin kanina sa mga relationships with humans, it's actually scary to trust them because they might hurt us. They might end up hurting us. But with God, I don't think that's gonna happen. Yes, I know relationship with the Lord, journey, being a Christian, hindi siya smooth sailing. May mga times siguro na masasabi natin, hina-hurt tayo ni Lord, pero if you grow to know God's character, He will never do something just to hurt us. Sometimes it's discipline, it's for our growth, it's something that we do not see because we cannot understand. Kaya dun tayo, dito sa relationship actually kay Lord, tayo dapat sobrang confident to enter in because
His promises are true. Yung mga sinasabi niya are true, and we can hope in Him, and
walang ano dito, walang
Him.
Broken promises, unlike sa partner mo, pwede niyang sabihin to, ganyan. Pero kay God,
if He says so, gagawin niya.
Yep.
Yun yung maganda kay Lord. And the best part kay Lord din na isa is, He will never leave you. Na parang sa atin na kung kaya kang iniwan ng naging relationship mo, si Lord hindi ka niya iiwan. In whatever season na mag-go through mo, hindi ka niya iiwan. And I think kasi isang misconception din kasi ng mga tao is, you are entering into a religion. Ayaw kong mag-commit ng relationship ko kay Lord dahil mababox ako into religion. Well, a relationship kay Lord has nothing to do with religiosity or religion. Because in the first place, what we are entering is a relationship, not religion. Relationship meaning si Lord, yung love ni Lord sa atin, yung grace ni Lord. It speak of what Jesus has done for us on the cross. Yun yung pinaka-main dito yung relationship natin kay Lord. Hindi para maging entertain ng religion. Kasi yung religion, hindi naman niya tayo sasave. Si Lord lang. Yung religion, hindi niya tayo babagawin. It can help. Pero hindi yun yung pinaka reason na magbabago sa atin.
Yeah. It's just like this. you wanting to be a part of a church community should be an overflow of your relationship na with God. Kasi gusto mo ma-surround ka with people that will help you journey into knowing Him more. Kaya gusto mo din magpunta sa church, gusto mo magbasa ng Bible, gusto mo maging part ng ministry, gusto mo mag-serve, gusto mo mag-volunteer. It shouldn't be because you are earning something, but it should be an overflow of what you already have with God.
It's a response na kung ano yung ginawa ni Lord sa buhay mo. The reason why you do those things because it will as well help you sa relationship natin kay Lord. Hindi lang siya para gagawin natin na checklist nga sa buhay natin para masabi na mas malapit tayo kay Lord. Walang ganun. The only way that we can really deepen our relationship kay Lord is into yung willingness natin to walk with Him. Diba? Na magkaroon tayo ng prayer life, devotion, Bible reading, and so on. And then yun yung mga mag-help sa atin into our relationship kay Lord. Another reason I think na
Kaya takot.
Kaya takot ang maraming tao din sa commitment kay Lord, I think is to give up their own families.
Alam nyo, Devo ko yun kanina.
Yeah.
Yung, kasi syempre, pag against sila.
Against sila. Kasi may maraming tao yun, yung cases na gano'n, na ayaw nilang i-give up or yung family nila yung against, di ba? And natatakot tayo na i-pursue si Lord dahil against yung family natin.
Tama din.
Pero yun nga yung challenge ni Lord talaga if you really want to be my disciples. Di ba?
Pero I think ito talaga is yung point na pagka ayaw ka talagang pa-attendin ng magulang mo, itatakwil ka nila. Hindi yung dahil hindi kasi kayo naghugas ng plato sa bahay, guys. Tapos nag-church kayo.
Yeah.
Iba yun.
Don't take me wrong. Don't take me wrong din, guys. Kasi yung sinasabi ni Lord naman that the cost of really following Him or believing or committing our lives sa Kanya is, of course, part yun. Yung priority kasi natin eh.
If it gets to a point na mas prioritize mo na yung pamilya mo
kaysa kay Lord.
Or opinion nila kaysa kay God.
Kasi if we commit our lives kay Lord and we really willingly follow Him and nagpo-process tayo kay Lord along the way, He will use us as well to minister to our families. And He will use us as a instrument and vessel para i-share din sa Lord sa kanila. Because kapag ka na-change tayo wholeheartedly and nag-grow natin yung walk natin kay Lord, makikita rin yun ng family natin eh.
Yeah.
And they will say na, there's something going on sa aking anak or sa aking kapatid, di ba? And yung change na yun, maapektuhan sila and they will ask you or they will magkakaroon sila ng intriga ba?
Kumbaga yun na yung seed planting. Planting, growing na nga eh, na siya na water. May question ako dyan. What about in our culture? Kasi we are
yung tradition
tayong mga
Filipino
Cordillerans, we are very, and ang dami nating mga cultural beliefs, which is when you enter in a relationship with the Lord, you have to also give it up.
Yeah.
And I think yun yung isa sa pinakamahirap nga. Kunyari, kasi syempre kapag may mga ganun na sa mga gathering, tapos may kita nila, hindi mo to ginagawa, ganito, ganyan. I think yun, di ba? Ang hirap na mag-go against kasi aawayin ka nila. Or kaya, yun. I think doon na yung persecution.
Yeah. I think hindi naman sa parang aawayin ninyo yung tradition or yung cultural nga na backgrounds natin. But, kasi sa atin, innate na sa atin kasi yung worship to a higher being. Kasi yun nga, parang, of course, God created us in His image, meaning yung image niya naka-imprint sa atin. So along the way, before pa naman tayo napanganak, meron na sa atin yung image ni Lord. Na kung saan, yun yung void nga, nakahanapin natin along the way growing up. Yung backgrounds natin, yung cultural natin, di ba, nagkaroon kasi ng tradition wherein, yun nga, parang
may form of
yung
worship.
Gathering is really praising someone higher being na hindi nila alam. And so right now na we know who that is, the Lord, we have to be mindful. Is this really yung worship ba na ginagawa ko to is pointing to the Lord? Not to attack them, but you must be the one na testify kung sino yung higher being na yon.
Papakita mo lang na mas worth it tong worship na to. But in the most loving, gracious, but at the same time, meron ngang truth.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the
At
truth.
first, mahirap. At first, merong persecution. At first, merong mga tao na will go against. So, even nga yung family mo. But, yun nga yung question, if you really want to follow the Lord and you want to really grow or enter into relationship kay Lord, are you willing to give up those things?
And the greatest comfort, syempre, along the way, pag nagno-no ka sa kanila or kapag nag-go against ka, the Lord is with you.
As long as yung pinaka-main purpose talaga is kay Lord. Hindi yung ibang bagay na parang gusto mo lang mag-retaliate sa family mo dahil may gusto kang gawin sa buhay mo personal. No, what I mean is that kapag ang reason mo is fully committing your life to the Lord, then be willing.
Yeah.
Be willing to walk with the Lord. And in His perfect time, He will prosper your life din naman eh. Either in relationships, with your family, friends, and community, or in your personal walk sa Kanya.
Okay.
So, yun.
Meron pa ba?
Relationship
Meron ka pa?
with the Lord. I think, ang pinaka-best part lang na masasabi ko dito is the best investment ng relationship na pwede nyong i-invest is yung relationship kay Lord. If you want to really fix or to be better person sa wherever relationship you are in now, either in friendship or relationship, romantic relationship, you have to give time kay Lord. You have to
Kumbaga,
fix your life kay Lord.
Ito yung foundation kasi ng love. You have to understand what love is before you will be able to give it to others. And
Kasi,
kanino pa ba natin may experience ang tunay na pagmamahal? Siyempre
Kay
sa
Lord.
Panginoon.
because He is the author of love. He is love. So, kailangan natin magpapuno muna ng love ni Lord para magawa nating mahalin ng ibang tao, even those people that are hard to love.
Kumbaga, yung definition ng love, kailangan sure mo na kailangan founded yun sa Panginoon.
Yeah, kasi isang definition din ni Lord ng love niya is giving up the most valuable person in His life. Ay sa valuable person, which is the Lord Jesus. Sacrificial love, kumbaga. He is willing to die for you. He is willing to
So
give.
kung hindi ka pa readyng mamatay para sa
Sa ibang
tao. Totoo, pero
Yeah.
that's the reality.
Kung hindi
Even
ka-
with friendships.
Yeah, especially sa romantic relationship, if you are
Yeah.
not ready and be willing to die to that person, wag na lang, 'di ba?
Kaya yung picture ng dying, hindi naman necessarily like literal dying, no?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's dying to your old self, dying to your old habits,
Yeah.
dying to habits na hindi nga
Mm.
hindi na nakakatulong sa relationship niyo.
Pagka hindi na magiging okay, 'di ba? You have to die with that thing sa buhay mo. 'Di ba?
Kaya dami, love is kind, love is patient. Lahat ng yon dapat founded sa relasyon mo sa Panginoon. So you can give out that love to others the right way as well.
Kasi I defined love noon pa din naman that love is something na it's a decision. It's a decision na gagawin mo sa buhay mo. It's a choice to make yung love.
Hindi lang siya base sa emosyon. Nawala lang yung spark, nawala lang yung kilig. O kahit kay Lord, minsan ganun tayo, nawala lang yung, parang hindi na ganun ka ano yung, kasi sa walk natin kay God, hindi naman palaging
Okay.
hindi naman palaging nasagot sa mga prayers natin ng yes. Minsan wait, minsan no. Tapos biglang, ay parang hindi na,
Most of the time, hindi.
hindi na ako, o kaya hindi ka na kinikilig sa devotion mo. Parang wala na ako naiintindihan. I think dry na yung relationship. It can be, but also sometimes, we have to check na, am I just basing my relationship with God through
Emotions. Hindi dapat ganun. You have to be filled with the love of God first, and then you have to be mindful. You have to decide.
And that's why
Diba?
it's based on decision. No,
Yeah.
you decide this day, no, I still want to
Yeah.
read the word. I still want to serve God. I still want to love others, love like Jesus, lead people more to Him because I love God.
Kasi kung
Hindi
emotion
dahil feel mo lang.
kasi kung emotion yung nakabase yung love natin, wala lagi tayong magulo yung buhay
Fluctuate
natin.
siya.
Kaya sabi nga 'di ba sa Bible is that the heart is yung deceitful above all. Kung kaya kapag nagbase tayo sa emotion sa love, magulo, deceitful.
So we should base it on the word.
So, yun. A relationship with the Lord, of course, it starts with receiving what Jesus has done for us on the cross, believing to what Jesus has done on the cross, trusting in His finished works across. Entering into a relationship kay Lord is we have to receive what He has done on the cross. It has nothing to do with our own effort. It has nothing to do with, kailangan kong ayusin yung buhay ko bago ko mag-enter into commitment. So really, if you really want to commit your life kay Lord, then receive what Jesus has done on the cross and trust in His finished work sa cross. And that's the only way for us to be in a relationship with the Lord, not with religious activity na kailangan kong gawin muna to, do this, do that, para mas malapit ako kay Lord. No. Because the first thing is we have to receive what Jesus has done, to receive His forgiveness, the blood of Jesus that was shed on the cross, na yun yung nag-cleanse sa atin. And then yun na when we made that decision, and then the Lord will do His part to change us, not instantly. Na change na ngayon, tinanggap mo si Lord, bukas perfect ka na. No. Change na manggagaling kay Lord is a lifetime process. As long as we will be living here on earth, every day, ipaprocess tayo ni Lord to be the best version of ourselves.
So all you need to do, it's really pretty simple. It's just to really respond.
Tanggalin na natin yung hypocrisy na this is the perfect, best church na pwede kong sasalihan para maka-enter ako into relationship kay Lord. No, it has nothing to do with religion. Diba? But it's a relationship with the Lord first before you surround yourself with, of course, the character of the Lord doon sa church community na gusto mong sasalihan.
Yep. And the best part of having a relationship with God, you'll realize how amazing it is na hindi ka makakapigil sabihin din to sa ibang tao. At baka doon ka pa magkaroon ng kaibigan at ng partner.
Yeah. Doon mo makikita rin talaga because God will help you. God will lead you to the right people, right person that you want to be with. And pag si Lord ang yun nga nagbigay sa iyo ng partner in life, ikaw yung magbe-benefit, 'di ba? Ma-enjoy mo pa siya. So maganda talaga, amazing yung plans ni Lord sa buhay mo. Yung promises ni Lord sa buhay mo. Kaya wag nating madalihin lahat ng bagay sa buhay natin. Step by step, 'di ba? Little by little. And that can only happen kapag ka-right yung relationship natin kay Lord.
So yeah, I hope this podcast helped you mawala yung fear.
Yeah.
And mas mag-grow yung faith mo into stepping out of your comfort zone and just really let God in your life.
It's not a reason for you to be good first before coming to the Lord. It's not a reason for you to be great first or to be successful first before committing your life to the Lord. Wherever you are right now, commit your life to the Lord.
And the journey, that's the first step, and then you will journey with the Lord and with people that you'll surround yourself with na ipapadala din ng Panginoon.
And if you have something in mind there, just comment down below para makita natin, mapag-usapan din natin, and baka mapag-usapan din natin sa susunod pa nating mga episodes. And so that's it for this video. Thank you for watching again for this episode, and I hope that you will like, share, and subscribe. You can follow us sa page natin, The Encounter, of course, sa YouTube natin. You can follow us there or subscribe yung sa YouTube channel natin para mas ma-update pa kayo sa mga susunod nating mga video. At the same time, pwede nyo i-share sa mga friends nyo, i-share nyo para mas mapanood din ng iba na makakilala nyo. And so, thank you once again.
See you on the next video. Bye!